Hello, this is Neo Reality Entertainment. I want to go ahead and give my thoughts on the Terminators 1 and 2 Judgment Day. Those were the first two Arnold Schwarzenegger films I ever watched, to be honest. I never saw Total Recall, Predator, none of those films, but I certainly loved the two Terminator movies. It starts out with Arnold Schwarzenegger coming back in time to assassinate Sarah Connor, and another rebel fighter named Kyle Reese is sent back to protect her, and inadvertently they would give birth to the leader. They would have the child leader John Connor that would lead the resistance to victory in the war, and I gotta be honest, the effects in Terminator 1 just. I could tell that it was puppetry, kind of like animatronics like thing. It sort of looked puppetry to me, like claymation styled. The way it moved, it just felt claymation to me. Like I felt like I was watching a claymation move in the real world, and that was sort of weird for me when we saw the Terminator in full form without his skin, without his human skin. It just moved and acted like a claymation, and that kind of that doesn't really hold up. That honestly doesn't hold up to me. Then the Terminator is destroyed, obviously. Sarah Connor travels somewhere making recordings of herself. Kyle Reese is dead, though Sarah Connor is pregnant with John Connor. And that leads us to Terminator 2, where there are two Terminators, the T-1000, which I have to be honest is possibly the best performance I've ever seen in that guy, especially since he's supposed to play as this emotionless robot, yet clearly has shown character in terms of talking. When I heard him talk, I was like, that thing can talk? I don't know what's scarier, it being silent and staring at you, or it talking like a deranged psycho killer. And its ability to transform, like the CGI was impressive. Like I could tell why it was revolutionary at the time until now, where CGI is all over the place. And loved how they also used practical effects like animatronics to fool the fully people, thinking like that's an actual thing, like that's actually a real person, like you could actually see something like that in real life. Like it really holds up to this day to me. Like I watched it just recently, and it really holds up. And so, besides the T-1000, another Terminator played by Arnold Schwarzenegger is back to protect John Connor, and inadvertently Sarah Connor, who was in a mental asylum, breaks them out, and Sarah Connor plans to to prevent Judgment Day from happening, tries to assassinate the person who would create Skynet, and ultimately stopping it by destroying all the Skynet information that would lead to it. The creator is killed in the explosion, sacrificing himself after he is shot by the police, which I got to ask, wait, why did you shoot him even though you could technically say he was kidnapped? Because it kind of was true. Since, well, at the time they were trying to kill him, so obviously take him against his will, they could have thought that. Instead, the police just killed the hostages. I certainly was, wow, you just killed the hostage. Great, now you let the terrorist win, pretty much. But besides that, like, let's see. And all along with that, the Terminators are fighting it out. Sarah Connor sees the Terminator by Arnold Schwarzenegger is kind of like the father that John Connor never had, since Kyle Reese died in the first one. In the end, I'll just say it. In the end, the T-1000 is destroyed. The Terminator sacrifices himself to prevent Judgment Day from happening. Obviously, Skynet's never created. Judgment Day never occurs. John Connor's in the Senate, and Sarah Connor is an old woman playing with her grandchildren. And there were no more sequels. There were no more sequels to the Terminator franchise. I will not recognize that future Terminator stuff as new material. I just say that's an alternative universe. Nothing more. This was Neo Reality Entertainment. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and donate, and stay tuned for more.